Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the Camilla Belle Sultry makeup tutorial, and I'm using the Benefit Porefessional primer to begin with. It's great for oily skin gals like myself, but feel free to use whatever primer suits yourself. And I'm just smoothing that in before I take my Real Techniques buffing brush and the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. I'm just dotting that all over my face, just on cheeks, nose, chin, forehead. And then I'm going to be buffing that in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. And I'm just stippling that all in using very light stroking motions before going into a circular motion. I just sort of like to work it into my skin first before I buff it in a circular motion. I'm actually watching The Walking Dead here at the moment, so that's me staring at the TV. Something interesting just happened. And I'm just smoothing that all in, and now I'm doing the circular motions, making sure I get under my chin and blending that all down my neck. Whoop, something interesting on The Walking Dead again. And then I just like to smooth it all over with my fingertips. I feel it really warms up the foundation. Now I'm using the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush with my Bobbi Brown Corrector in Light Bisque. I like to use this before using a concealer. I just find it really helps to get rid of those dark circles. And I'm just buffing that all in with that brush before I use the Lasting Perfection Collection 2000 concealer. I love this concealer. I got this over in London. It's not available in Australia. If anybody wants to donate me more, feel free to go ahead. And I'm just working that into my skin. And I like to use my ring finger to sort of like push it into my skin. I find it just sort of works and melts into my skin a little bit better. Time for eyebrows, and at the moment I'm just brushing them out to get rid of any sort of flyaways. And then I'm using a eyebrow slanted brush with my NYX eyebrow powder in Taupe and Ash. I'm mostly using the Ash color at the moment, but I do use both. I kind of mix them together. The brows are very, very important with this makeup look because Camilla Belle's kind of known for her eyebrows. So I'm really kind of putting a lot of eyebrow powder on my eyebrows, a lot more than I normally would, but that's what the fun is. So I'm just creating a nice arch. You don't want it to be too arched, but you don't want it to be too sort of straight either. She's got a nice rounded arch. And here I'm just using the Gosh eyebrow ink. I actually use it just in this position only because I find it makes a cleaner line. I don't really like using powder there. It just kind of gets everywhere sometimes and it just doesn't create a clean enough line for me. So I'm just working the powder back into that and blending that all together. And then I've just done the other eyebrow, looking a little bit different. And I'm just using my brush just to smooth out the middle parts, just so that they're not suddenly a strong line. And here I'm just using my Rimmel powder. I think it's a matte finishing powder. It's my favorite powder at the moment. And I'm just using a small brush to go under my eyes because they're very oily. I've got oily skin in general. And then just buffing it into the rest of my skin. And here I am using a primer on my eyelids, again with the oily skin. So this is optional. You don't have to put a primer unless you find they fall out. And here I'm using the Naked palette. I am using Toasted and Hustle. I'm starting off with Toasted all over my lid, just with a flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm just sweeping that all over the lid and packing that on to my lid. And then just repeating on the other eye. And here I'm doing my crease with Hustle. And I go above my crease because I actually have hooded eyes, so this creates a much more wide open look for people with hooded eyes. If you guys ever want me to do more tutorials specifically for hooded eyes, please leave me a comment below and I will do more videos because they are hooded eyes. If I were to just do the crease, the actual crease, I would open my eyes, look at you, and the color would disappear, so I go a little bit higher. And here I'm just blending it in. Just blending it in nice, and so that's nice clean. It's not a strong harsh line. Blending is always your best friend. I'm just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And then I'm just going back in and doing the crease again just to give it a little bit more depth. I find that the more you build up, the better, rather than just putting a whole heap of color on at once. I like to build up, and blend again. So I'm just sort of working it in and getting a good shape so that my eyes look nice and wide awake. And I'm just blending again. blending, blending, blending. And here you can really see the difference between the one eye that's done and the other one that's not. And now I am taking a small brush and I'm just going underneath my eyes with that Hustle color again. And just creating a little bit of definition. You don't want it to be too smoky because the focus of this look is more the lips rather than the eyes. And I'm just repeating on the other eye and I'm blending it all out with a fluffy brush. And now I'm taking the color Half Baked, which is a nice gold shimmery color, and I'm just going in the inner corners of my eyes just to brighten it up. And now I'm using an eyeliner in brown. I believe this is a ModelsOwn eyeliner. And yeah, it's just a general dark brown color. I don't want black because I don't want it to be too harsh. The whole point of this look is to make it's smoky, but it's more of a natural smoky eye. Because again, the focus is definitely the lips. And I'm just lining my waterline and my upper lash line just very faintly, and I'm not winging it out or anything like that. I'm just following the natural shape of my eye. And here I am curling my eyelashes. You just got to walk up the eyelash curler up your lashes rather than just doing it in one spot, because it creates a much more natural curl rather than just a V shape, or an L shape actually. And now I'm using the Essence Get Big Lashes mascara, which is my new favorite mascara. I think it was only $5 in Priceline, and it just creates a really nice effect on the lashes. And I'm taking Hypnose Doll Eyes, I think this is from Lancome, and I'm just going over the eye again, my eyelashes again. I really like the brush on this mascara more than the actual mascara. It just smooths them out and makes them look really nice. And yeah, so I like to do 2 coats of mascara on my eyelashes. And now I'm just doing my bottom lashes just to give them a little bit of definition. And now I am bronzing my skin. This is a ModelsOwn bronzer. It doesn't really have a name, it's just called bronzer. And I'm using a Real Techniques blush brush to put that on. I love the Real Techniques brushes. They're amazing. And I'm just really contouring my cheeks, and I'm bronzing up my whole face basically, because this look, she's very, very bronzed and I am not. And this is a gorgeous lip pencil. I can't remember the actual name of the pencil. I can't remember, but it's a nice deep brown with a little bit of a red touch. Just lining my lips till I look a bit crazy like this. And now I'm using, I think this is a Christian Dior lipstick, and it's actually called Red Desire. And I'm just putting that on with the actual tube and then smoothing out the edges with a lip brush. And I'm back to bronzing again. You can never have enough bronzer with this look. She's very, very, very brown, and I am very, very, very white. Oh dear. And now I'm just going over my nose and just sort of doing little touch-ups. I'm actually going back to my eyes here with the Half-Baked Gold Shimmery Eyeshadow, and because I forgot to do my highlighting under my brow bone. And then that just creates a nice shimmery look and opens up the eyes. So here's a before, we're done. Nice and pale. And here I am after, looking a lot more sultry. And I'm just staring into the camera, making love to the camera with my camera eyes. Okay, it's getting awkward. Stop posing. And I'm continuing to pose. Anyway, that is it, guys. I hope you liked my look, and I will see you next time. Bye!